Right, okay, so I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about RSS, really silly syndication, or really simple syndication. This is basically a way for you to grab a feed from a a website or a blog, specifically in our case, from a blog. So let's find a blog. Let's go to one of our famous TWs. How about a famous English teacher there? So this is the address of the site of Mr. Fron, /mfron. Okay, under development, obviously. So we want to be able to monitor this quickly and easily. There's a couple of ways to do it. One way to do it is to use this here thing. If I just refresh this, this is called NetVibes, netvibes.com. It's a website, it's a feed reader. You set it up so that you grab those feeds and you can see them all down here like this. Or there's another way, and that is to use this here. There's my email. In this here is Outlook, as we know and love it, and there's a feed thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first on the feed. So I've got it set up here to have a look at all the social studies goings on. So I can look here, there's Mr. Ross' site. That 4 shows me that there's 4 new posts since the last time I checked. So I can go on here and I can see those posts here. They're dated and everything. Dead easy. Worked very nicely. So how do you do that? So just go on to RSS feeds, right click, add new RSS feed. Okay. The feed address is just the same as the web address. So if I go to the famous Mr. Fron over here, add that in. I've just copied that. Go over here, paste it in, saves typing it and making a mistake, and then just type in feed, as we want to set it up to feed from Mr. Fron's site. So there we go. That's set up. It's going to say something like that we click yes to, and then it's just going to pull down all of that stuff. So whenever Mr. Fron posts anything to here, I get to see it over here, okay, and I get it listed up there. So that's one way to do it using Outlook. Very nice, very simple. Other way, you need to make an account with this place. This is called NetVibes. NetVibes is great. It's going to let you pull in lots of different things, put up lots of different widgets and such like. I'd say this is maybe a sort of a step up, maybe slightly more complicated, because you've got to go in and make yourself a NetVibes account and do some setup and customization. But essentially what NetVibes will do is it offers you this platform, they call them dashboards, to manage feeds from all over the place. So you could be managing your social networking feeds. That's my feeds from my Facebook page, my Twitter stuff. I'm also managing here news searches that I'm doing that are going to be related to ITGS, so it helps me keep a bit of a finger on the pulse of stuff that might be in the news that I could use. I'm following certain people on Twitter that are posting up stuff. So its advantage is basically it's a one-stop shop, so everything is in the same place. I've got a dashboard here set up with the social studies stuff, and all I have to do here is go to add and check on feeds, add my feed in here. That would be mfron/feed. Hit my enter button. It's going to just find that and it'll pop it down here. There it is, and I just click it and it's going to get added here to my page. So now I'm monitoring that feed as well. Okay, so I mean basically it's working the same way as the way that you saw in Outlook, but it doesn't just do that. Obviously, you can set up these feeds to be feeding off other things, but NetVibes is definitely the one-stop shop. So to summarize, if you want the basic simple version to do it in Outlook. Just go to RSS feeds, right-click, add a new one. If you want to experiment and explore a little bit, create yourself the NetVibes account and add in some feeds there for your department at first, and then see what else it can do. There is a little disclaimer to this, and that disclaimer is if we are posting in different ways, i.e. if we're not using posts, some of our teachers are still just going in and editing a page rather than creating new posts and having the categories, the associated categories set up like the template allowed. If teachers are just updating pages, then you're not going to get this working. This works specifically because it's monitoring new posts that are being made on the site. So that's my little disclaimer. If people are still updating their sites like that, there really is only one way to go and see them, and that is to go and visit them. I have mine all set up here in a little menu on the favorites, so I can, if I need to, quickly just go and find them. But otherwise, just typing in their address is pretty swift. Okay, hope that's helpful. Let me know if it's not, and I can add anything to it. Bye!